YBE Kancer, spell it with a K, the only way, the drip guy. Biggest. I'm all about energy, man. I try to bring a whole different energy to the conversation, to the situation, to the event, whatever it is. I'm gonna leave you feeling a whole different other way when I leave you than what you did when you showed up. That's one of the biggest things about this. Yeah, I'm the artist. You know, that's how I feel. I really try to separate myself from anybody else because I use musicianship. You know, with my music, I don't just rap. I don't just sing. You know, I'm an artist in that aspect, but I know how to play several instruments. I also write my own music. I write songs for other people. Yes, I do have a clothing line, Drip God Paris. My song flew went international, so you know I thought it was only right that my clothing line went along with my persona. You know, so Drip God Paris. Hopefully, when they get over there across seas internationally, I got everybody over there rocking it too. And I got stuff for everybody. Drip Goddess Paris too. You know, the women too. All sizes, big sizes, little sizes, plus sizes. You know, for the skinny people like me. Originally, I was from Ohio. I was born in Youngstown. I moved to Cleveland, Warren, and then when I went to high school, I moved to North Carolina, Jacksonville. Shout out 910. Ever since then, though, I pretty much now lived everywhere. I lived in Florida, I lived in Texas, Louisiana, New York, Virginia, and I've been everywhere. Now I'm stuck in Atlanta. I caught up my home for a minute now, so it's where I'm at. Officially, I started my career here. I mean, everyone can say they rap for this long, for that long, but originally, I started my career here. Like, this is when I first started getting buzz with my name, with my music. I dropped my single here. I got in my first real official studio here. Like, officially, I can say that Atlanta is my home as far as my career. So that's why I say that. Oh man, music in general. I've been doing music since I can say like since I was like 2. My mom had me that little piano, and when she found out like I liked it and that I could just do it, I started playing the piano, doing recitals and stuff like that. My first real idol in the music was Kenny G. That's funny. Like I thought jazz was like the coolest thing in the world, the way what it did to my ear when I listened to it. So I always wanted to play the saxophone. But my instructor was like, yo, you need to build your armature up, so we're going to start you with the clarinet. So I learned the clarinet first. Then I moved to the saxophone. Then I got to high school, and my teacher just kept challenging me. He kept, yo, learn this instrument, learn this instrument. So by the time I was in 11th grade, I knew how to play about 6 different instruments, along with the piano. And then once I started realizing I pretty much can learn any instrument that I pick up and play, I just try to expand my knowledge and just whatever I needed to learn at that time, yeah, pick it up, let's do it, excel. My feature price right now is 1,500, anywhere from 1,500 for the verse to 2K for the verse and hook. If you want the ad-libs, you want the fire mob on there, you know, we can work it out. If you gang, if you hometown, I may look out. I may look out. I got a couple of projects that I'm not allowed to talk about. Universal got me on hush. So until all the dotted lines get signed, and all the T's get crossed, I can't really talk about it, but I do got a real big scene coming out with PBE Pluto. That's like one of my favorite ones right now that I can talk about. But I got a few with Universal artists also. So, you know, just keep your ear out, man. They come back to back. Of course, PBE Pluto. He's from Alabama. That's one of my favorite artists. I ain't gonna say blowing up. He already blew up. I mean, right now, I'm light right now. This is really, I'm in a laid back mode. I wasn't performing, so I ain't put it on. And I got like 3 on right now, but this is one of my favorite pieces. To say God for this. They call me the drip God, so it only fits, you know what I'm saying, my persona and how I feel, how I'm coming. But, you know, like, honestly, I'm a little light right now. I got my jewelry on, I got my rings and my bracelets on, but chains I usually have like 6, 7, 8 on. For real. No, I do not have a personal jeweler. I like what I see. So if I'm out on tour, if I'm shopping, if I get in my mode, usually I ain't gonna lie, and my girl really is, she be getting at me, but when I get depressed or I get in my feelings is when I want to go spend some money. So that's usually where all my jewelry comes from. It makes me feel better. Universal Music Group. I love it. I love it here. They're at the top of the pyramid right now, so you know they give me all my creativity. So I do love that. Also, I got one of the biggest OGs guiding me and creating a pathway for me. So I'm truly blessed, I can say, to have who I got in my life trying to manage me and keep me on the right path as far as my career. Oh man, it's always energy. It's always up with him. He always bring a different type of swag and flavor. He make me drip hard. We both drip hard together. Match wise on top on the verses and energy, he definitely keeps up with me. I'm not being cocky or nothing, but it's hard for people to keep up with me on the track. And he one of the ones that do it. And he got Mobile on Smash. Like there ain't a lot of people I can say he's doing that. Like he got Alabama on Smash. So it's like, yeah. I love working with PPE. Yes, I've been in Mobile twice, I want to say. Yeah, twice. And Opelika. I actually got family out there. I just don't be out there a lot. I'm a city boy, okay? So I don't really like the country that well. And I only say that because I'm active. You know what I mean? So when I get too far away from the city, when I get too far away from motion and action, I get a little antsy and I'm trying to get back to the city. But as far as the people, the vibe, it was love with who I went with. Now, I can't speak for everybody else, but who I went with, it was all love, man. Um, I know another Alabama artist, his name is Dada 1K, or Daddy 1K. I do know, but I'm not sure if he's from Mobile. But he's also a verified artist, millions and millions and millions of views on YouTube. And he's a youngin', he's doing it. I really respect his grind. But he's about the only other artist that I know personally, and I know this guy personally just like I know personally. That's all. I have heard of them. I didn't know that. See, No Cap is actually one of my favorite rappers. I don't know his background. I just like what he be talking about. He do something to my soul when he be rapping. So I really, really like No Cap. Young boy, man, that's my slime. It's that simple. I'm not gonna hold you. Flute went international. I'll say yeah. I got more international strains than anywhere right now. They really liking me in the UK. Like I try to bring a different flavor to my music. I create my own genre called drip hop. So I take any type of genre, any type of beat, and I put my drip on it. know what I mean? So I don't just come on rap songs, hip hop songs, you know what I'm saying? I bring hip hop to it, I bring rap to it, but I try to touch everybody with my music. But that's my name, Kancer. Like, the whole point of me doing music is to change the energy and the definition of that word. You know what I mean? Like, before me, I ain't never heard nobody excited, or nobody say, I can't wait for Kancer to get here, I can't wait for Kancer to perform. I've dealt with that sickness, I've dealt with that all my life. I've watched my family struggle. My grandma died from that. My mom just beat cancer, thank God. But it's like, I really think that I have to change everybody's definition of that word and really make them feel like there's a different meaning behind that. You know what I mean? So I like the fact that I can touch different groups and different genres and different types of people, no matter what mood they're in, no matter what type of music they like to listen to. Are we talking future, present, or past? Oh man, well that's easy. I did a 10-year bid. Like, I went to prison for 10 years. I made a lot of bad decisions when I was young that cost me 10 years of my life that I'll never, ever, ever be able to get back. And one of the other things that I like to preach to the youngest and to the older ones, whoever, is that every action is a consequence of that. No matter how bad you want to do it or how meaningful you may think it is, like, everything has a consequence. So I will go back to the past, and I still want to be able to not learn, because I have learned a lot from them experiences, but you can't get 10 years back. You can't get that time back that you lost. And it's so much now that I know that I can accomplish and could have accomplished in 10 years if I would have never lost it. So that's what I'm going to take. I'm going to take the 10 years now. 17. I went to prison because I was an idiot. I knew it all. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I love money. I was cutting grass, raking leaves at like 6, 7, or 8. I can't remember, like, shoveling snow in Ohio. Like, I always loved money. I always like to have stuff. So if I'm ever put in a situation where I'm losing it or I ain't got it, I'm gonna go get it. That's why I'm like one of the hardest workers. But at that time, I was young and dumb, and I wouldn't listen to none of my mentors. I wouldn't listen to nobody trying to tell me like the right way to go get it. So I really just, I was hard-headed. And when I came home, I got thrown in that whole cycle of trying to do the same thing but expect a different result. And there isn't one. You can't keep going as madness to keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. So I had to break myself for that. And I'm just glad to say that at the age I am now that I have opened myself and I have opened my eyes and I know how to listen now. Like, one of my biggest terms is shut up and listen. So once I started doing that and listening to the older people and the OGs in my life, even the younger people, anybody I come in contact with, I don't know nothing. That's how I come into the situation, so I can learn everything. Yes, I do. I have management, put it like that. I have a team. I have a management team. It's a learning experience. They see my vision. They know my vision. I don't think a lot of them before me was used to their artists actually listening and taking heed to what they're going to tell them and even try it and do it. It's not even just about listening, it's actually doing it. So I think it works, all around for everybody. And I'm hungry. I'm real hungry. Not thirsty, but I'm hungry. So it's like my grind don't ever stop. I'm waking up every day and I'm going and going and going. And even when we get there, we ain't there yet, because now we got to bring everybody else that's not there with us. So that's how I'm coming. Walked away. Flash. Because you can just know what I'm saying? Relax. I be hungry, I ain't gonna lie. And them drums sometimes be taking too much finagle with it, you know? So, and I like that sweet barbecue, so yeah, relax. Definitely. Bad, yellow, you know, we talking about appearance. Any man that tell you he don't want something pleasing to the eye is lying to you. You gotta have something pleasing to the eye. You know, but now that I've gotten older and more mature, being a boss, you gotta be a boss. You gotta have business about yourself. I want a partner. I don't want somebody I gotta take care of. You know, some men like that. Some men is into that. They sugar daddy fed. I'm good on that. I want someone I can run it up with. I want someone who I can respect. So when they tell me something and they give me information and they want to see me get a show, that I can respect their word and their wisdom. You know, I don't just want someone that I got to think of everything, come up with everything, and they just sitting there reaping all the benefits. Like I would rather run it up with someone together. So brains, they definitely gotta have brains, and not let me be big-headed when I want to be, because it's a lot of times where, because I'm hungry, I'll be just ready to do something. And women are the greatest at talking sense into you, especially when you don't want to listen. So I need someone who can know how to make me listen. That is definitely a truth. Um, I say trying to be somebody that you're not. Try not to flex too much, because you know a lot of artists is getting killed over flexing. A lot of artists is getting killed over trying to be something that they not. Like I be dumbing down who I am. That's crazy. A lot of artists try to be something they not. I dumb down who I am. I think I'm too raw sometimes. So just stay conscious of the material you put out, because as artists and as rappers, we're idols. We're definitely someone that people look up to, whether they want to admit it or not. When I was growing up, it was artists and rappers that I wanted to be just like. And to have that power over someone is different. And a lot of artists and rappers don't even think about it like that. They don't realize that, especially the ones that got the city, especially the ones that everybody know every word to their songs. When you got that type of motion, you got that influence, you gotta be careful. You know what I mean? Because you don't want people committing crimes or committing felonies or actually ending their life or ending someone else's life because of the music and the vibe that you put out. So even if I speak on some stuff that I've been through or that I'm feeling, I try to always promote the image of positivity. You know what I mean? Because negativity don't get you nowhere. It's all about energy. And I believe that what you give, definitely gonna get back. One of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs, not even out yet. But I got a song that I ain't released yet called "Wishing on a Falling Star." Say looking out the window, waiting for a break in life. Always do what you gotta do. Steady trying to make it right. But tonight, we wishing on a falling star. Wishing on a falling star. That's about it. For some reason, that song do something to me, because when I was locked down and I was doing this 10-year bid, the only slit in that window at night, I was there in my bunk and I would just dream and wish. You know what I'm saying? Just wish I didn't make the mistakes I made. I would wish I had another chance, another opportunity. So that's, to me, is one of my favorites. You know, I ain't got no lyrics behind it, I just got a meaning behind it. Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It's YBE Kancer, spell it with a K, the drip guy. Y'all already know the only one, the biggest. I'm here with Sticky TV, and we just did a live interview. It was dope. I love the energy, and I hope y'all love mine too. Make sure y'all go get my single Flute. It's out everywhere, internationally too. YBEKancer.com. Again, spell it with a K, man. Drip got Paris on the way, and I got a feeling.